What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Sabastian Fundora. Get this. Fundora must fight Crawford next or relinquish his WBO belt, officials say. Okay? If Fundora wants to fight Spence next, he will need to relinquish his WBO belt or have it stripped. A boxing official familiar with the situation told Boxing Scene on Friday that Fundora is obligated to next fight with unbeaten WBO super champion Terence Crawford, who will fight the WBA junior middleweight title holder Israel Madrimov on August 3rd, atop a stacked card in Los Angeles. If Fundora fails to agree to the next fight, Crawford, the committee will convert Crawford Madrimov to a WBA title bout, the official said. So Crawford, which is 40-0 with 31 knockouts, is in the driver's seat in his scenario, not only to become a four-division and unified champion by winning a 154-pound belt, but he will also be free to pursue a bout with Saul Canelo Alvarez later in 2024 or early in 2025 and not lose his 154-pound belt. Crawford will be afforded the privilege, the officials said. And let me counterpunch. My question is, if this will be converted into a WBO when they strip him, what happens to the WBA? Does the WBA is also on the line so he becomes a unified champion in one night, in one fight, by fighting Madrimov? Because that's what it seems like. Because what happens to the WBA? The WBA champion is Madrimov, right? So then if Sabastian fights Spence and he strips the WBO belt, okay, because he has the WBC or the IBF. Which one is it? I can't remember. That he got from fighting Zoo. Okay, so I think if they strip him, he'll get the WBO and he'll fight for the WBA. So it'll all be up for grabs. So Crawford will become a WBA champion when he beats Madrimov, which is expected to happen. And the WBO will be for grabs as well. So he wins 2 for 1. So that's a good thing for Crawford. I think Sabastian will go for the Spence fight because maybe he's thinking it's more money and it's a PBC thing. So, PBC fighters, they normally stay at home and they're real loyal to Mr. Heyman. So, more than likely he would probably let that belt get snatched because if he jumps the gun, Terence Crawford already has a fight August 3rd. So, So I don't know how this is going to... Well, I know what's going to happen. The WBO Champion Committee will gather next week to make Fundora's options clear. Okay, so he's going to fight Spence next, so that belt's going to be gone, and it's going to be up for grabs for Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford will also be fighting for the WBA. Okay, so that's that. Because I don't see Fundora saying, hey, well... there's no other option he can do at this point because Terence Crawford has a fight. You know what I mean? Unless Terence Crawford, that's not going to stop. That August 3rd card will not be altered because of Fundora. Fundora just, I think with the WBO, he just made the call to fight Spence, and Terence Crawford is fighting Madrimov. So there you go. He will still have his other belt, okay? So he can fight Spence for that. So Spence can become a champion. If Spence can beat Fundora, because there's no guarantee, people. Everybody thought Zoo was going to blast Fundora out, and he was a substitute. Okay, that's what made it worse. All right, so that's a tall guy. If you look at Fundora, he's a freak. He's like a ninth wonder of the world. And he will put hands on you. You know what I mean? And by God, don't get hit. So we'll see what Spence can do and how Spence can handle a guy that tall. But you guys tell me what you think of the WBO stripping Fundora if he fights Spence next. Of course, please subscribe. and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.